like John Morant. Need a triple-double. Told him check the stats. Yeah, I got a couple. I don't drive the ball. Now I never fumble. I'm the MVP. Now I feel like Russell. Feel like John Morant. Need a triple-double. Told him check the stats. Yeah, I got a couple. I don't drive the ball. Now I never fumble. I'm the MVP. Now I feel like Russell. Yeah, I need it now. Told him on the lay. I've been moving, dog. Yeah, I'm on the way. I don't hear the talk. Don't care what they say. I don't got no patience. I can't ever wait. I've been trying to get it. Running up all these digits. And I've been in the gym. I've been up doing minutes. I just put in that work. Told them it's strictly business. And I see through the face. Yeah, I just burning bridges. Feel like John Morant. Need a triple-double. Told him check the stats. Yeah, I got a couple. I don't drive the ball. Now I never fumble. I'm the MVP. Now I feel like Russell. Feel like John Morant. Need a triple-double. Told him check the stats. Yeah, I got a couple. I don't drive the ball. Now I never fumble. I'm the MVP. Now I feel like Russell. Yeah, they don't want it, dog, like I want it, dog. Yeah, they say they want it, then they took the summer off. I've been going down the list, checking numbers off. I was checking on your numbers, told them something's off. I was at the bottom, now you know I'm climbing. Now they sending deals, they know I ain't signing. They been trying to sell it, they know I ain't buying. When they send a text, dog, I ain't replying. Feel like John Morant, need a triple-double. Told him check the stats, yeah, I got a couple. I don't drive the ball, now I never fumble. I'm the MVP, now I feel like Russell. Feel like John Morant, need a triple-double. Told him check the stats, yeah, I got a couple. I don't drive the ball, now I never fumble. I'm the MVP, now I feel like Russell.
Get them off us. I'm 24/7 in the office. Pay attention cause I ain't repeating offers. Yeah, never met a man I've been scared of. Careful, you gon' get exactly what you asked for. Careful, whatever you bring me getting handled. I answer to no one, I don't need to hassle. Yeah, we ain't never fall back. Hold our ground where we at. We ain't never fall back. Hold our ground where we at. Never fall back. We ain't never fall back. Hold our ground where we at. Yeah. True lies, all facts. You can find me right where I'm at. We ain't never fall back. We ain't never fall back. Yeah.
triple-double. Told him check the stats. Yeah, I got a couple. I don't drop the ball. Now I never fumble. I'm the MVP. Now I feel like Russell. Feel like John Morant. Need a triple-double. Told him check the stats. Yeah, I got a couple. I don't drop the ball. Now I never fumble. I'm the MVP. Now I feel like Russell. Yeah, I need it now. Told him on the lay. I've been moving, dog. Yeah, I'm on the way. I don't hear the talk. Don't care what they say. I don't got no patience. I can't ever wait. I've been trying to get it. Running up all these digits. And I've been in the gym. I've been up doing minutes. I just put in that work. Told them it's strictly business. And I see through the face. They all just burning bridges. Feel like John Morant. Need a triple-double. Told him check the stats. Yeah, I got a couple. I don't drop the ball. Now I never fumble. I'm the MVP. Now I feel like Russell. Feel like John Morant. Need a triple-double. Told him check the stats. Yeah, I got a couple. I don't drop the ball. Now I never fumble. I'm the MVP. Now I feel like Russell. Yeah, they don't want it, dog, like I want it, dog. Yeah, they say they want it, then they took the summer off. I've been going down the list, checking numbers off. I was checking on your numbers, told them something's off. I was at the bottom, now you know I'm climbing. Now they sending deals, they know I ain't signing. They been trying to sell it, they know I ain't buying. When they send a text, dog, I ain't replying. Feel like John Morant, need a triple-double. Told him check the stats, yeah, I got a couple. I don't drop the ball, now I never fumble. I'm the MVP, now I feel like Russell. Feel like John Morant, need a triple-double. Told him check the stats, yeah, I got a couple. I don't drop the ball, now I never fumble. I'm the MVP, now I feel like Russell.
Double XL up in the pen, you can't shake that. All the way gassed up, full tank, man. Moving too quick, keep the cameras in the playback. Dang, tell me how you feel with it. You put a lid on it, I ain't got no chill with it. This right here your problem, you gon' have to deal with it. Lay it on the line, high risk, that's the meal ticket. Yeah, we ain't never fall back. Hold our ground where we at, never fall back. No lies, no facts, we gon' stay right where we at. We ain't never fall back.
That's Peter Parisi on the run there, getting 9 yards.
Now, I just want to let everybody know at home that I've done absolutely no work this evening. Marcello Vitale, I'm told, is a human stat machine. He knows all of the players on the field tonight. So I learned who was playing about 5 seconds before the game started, and I feel confident in tonight's broadcast. 2nd and 1 for SIBFL out of the shotgun. Second, first, same as the first. Don't fix it if it's not broken. Same exact play gets them a first down.
And it's Parisi again.
Well, it's a 1st and 10 for the Staten Island Boys Football League. Making his color commentary debut tonight, Marcello Vitale. You play in this league, don't you, Marcello?
Yes, I do. I play for the 11U Allstar game. We won today 12-0, and we're holding on to that trophy. Next year is going to be fun as well.
I like to hear you representing your team up here in the booth. Out of a shotgun, the quarterback will keep it again, and he is swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by a bevy of defenders. Little to no gain on the play.
Ready.
Well, we got to give a big shout out to Gotham Trinity Productions, who has a wireless mic on the quarterback on the field right now.
It's Parisi again on the run, and he gets 3 yards? I'm not sure. 2 yards.
2 yards on the run. A design quarterback draw brings up a 3rd and long for SIBFL. Want to give a big shout out to everybody out there tuned in, whether you're watching on the Staten Island Boys Facebook page, nobody cares. And we're also broadcasting live right now on Gotham Trinity Productions YouTube. Make sure to like and subscribe to all of the above and support local sports here in the community. A 3rd and long from close to midfield for Staten Island Boys. Out of a Navy set, the quarterback will keep
Parisi,
it. Driving his way towards the sticks. It looks like it's close.
He's 1 yard short. It's a 4th and 1.
Big play here coming up. They've been going with that quarterback draw over and over again. You think they're going to do it again here?
Yes, I do.
That's their M.O. here. I mean, it seems like Parisi's the go-to guy here. Is this going to be a number that's just called all game for this team?
I agree. It's going to be Parisi.
All right. Well, that's good to know.
All game long. Yeah, you could throw a little Vento in there, so it might be like Parisi, Vento, Parisi. We don't know. But, anyways.
Now back to the action on the field. A 4th
Parisi
and
takes
1.
a snap, and Parisi gets the first down, and now they're driving.
Love to see it. Fumble on the field.
Oh, fumble?
Boys will recover it, and they maintain possession.
That's close.
Well, the field is extremely wet out there. It absolutely poured. Rained cats and dogs right before the start of this game. People were taking shelter from the storm like Bob Dylan by the snack stand.
Yeah, I played on the grass field in the dirt just earlier. That was a mess.
Out of a shotgun set, one running back in
now
the backfield
Vento.
to the left.
Vento gets 2 yards.
I feel like I'm losing my mind. That's fine. And a 2nd and 8. We've yet to see a passing play here in the All-Star game here from the Staten Island boys football team.
Yeah, I'm not expecting any passes today. This is a run-heavy team. They'll throw a little once in a while, but they're mostly run.
Just going to run it down their throat all game? This is just going to happen for 2 hours straight is what you're saying?
Basically.
All right, then. Back to the
Parisi
action.
again, and Parisi drives down. He gets another 2 yards. 3rd and 6. 3rd and 7, I'm sorry.
Well, another long gain here. Capacity crowd on hand. Atmosphere is absolutely electric. You could cut the tension with a knife out here tonight. You could just feel it in the air. No better place to be than right now.
Exactly.
Same formation. Navy set.
36.
Man in reverse gets absolutely creamed at the line of scrimmage. Nowhere to go. Brings up 4th down.
And that's Michael Murphy, and that is not a loss of -4 there, and he's holding his shoulder. It's not looking too good. But they're going to go for it on 4th down and 10. See what they do here. Either they make it or they don't.
Well, it's 4th and 10. They've got the ball into opposing territory for the first time today. Gone with an Army set. One running back in the backfield alongside the quarterback.
Oh,
Drops
they're
back,
passing.
looks to pass
Cannoli!
down the middle of the field,
Oh,
and it's intercepted. At the 25-yard line. And that is where Delaware M.O.T will take over. So on the first passing attempt of the game for Staten Island boys, it proves to be costly on a 4th and 10. So staying out of those long down and distance situations is obviously going to be something to watch on as this game continues to roll on.
To be honest, I didn't really think that they were going to pass all game. I thought they were going to run all game. They're on the 25-yard line. It's a handoff to the running back, and it's tackled by number 81, Justin Lomangino. And a gain of 4 yards. Oh, and that's in.
False start on the field. Well, it's a beautiful night here. Much different from the last time we were here. Of course, you might notice that there's a bit of a difference in tonight's camera angles. Well, that's because we showed out last time, and we tried to do the very same thing tonight, but Mother Nature just simply would not cooperate with us. But we're thankful to be here with the camera setup that we have. Gotham Trinity Production doing a tremendous job.
It's an outside run, and it's a tackle in the backfield by number 83 on the Army, Julian Crisatello.
Doing really good. You're doing really good. Try and compose yourself a little more. You're doing all right. We got to give a shout-out to All Seasons Roofing, man.
Of course.
These guys are licensed and insured. They're absolutely the best in the business. They give 50-year warranties. Now, I don't know anybody out there that is like 30 or 40 years old and thinks that they're going to outlive a 50-year warranty. But where I come from, that's pretty much a lifetime warranty. But these guys are certified GAF Timberline roofing contractors. And we have a timeout on the field. We're out here tonight because of our sponsors, people like them. And, we just can't give a big enough shout-out to ASR All-Season Roofing. Thank you for jumping on board and having be a part of this event. Having a good time?
Absolutely.
I'm having fun too, man. Coffee was good tonight. Last time I had coffee, by the time it came back to the booth, it was not coffee. Hot chocolate came back, frozen chocolate.
Ooh, not too good.
No. What are you sipping on?
Drink my nice Gatorade.
You got Gatorade?
Of course.
I like that. Is blue your go-to color?
Absolutely.
All right. Wait, you can continue on this broadcast. Snow miser or heat miser?
Probably snow.
All right, we can keep going. Back to the action on the field.
3rd and 4.
It's a wishbone set. It's a sweet fumble in the backfield. Loose ball. It's going to be a loss on the play. Ball covered up by Delaware. A little sloppy here. It brings up a 4th and long. I mean, they were on a 3rd and 10 running that sweep out of a wishbone set, so they must really be relying on an offensive line to do the work for them. Same as Staten Island boys. I guess it's a run-heavy team.
Uh-huh.
Thanks, pal.
I don't know too much about the Delaware M.O.T team, but I definitely know.
You know more than me, and that's 100% more than I know.
And it looks like they're punting here with Michael Murphy as the punt returner.
Love to see it.
Punt is off, and it's blocked. It's blocked.
And it is recovered inside.
Not. Is that a touchdown?
All the way to the goal line, waiting for the final call from the referee. And it is downed inside of the 5. Staten Island boys will have it 1st and goal.
And it is recovered by number 13, Angelo Stallone, on the Spartans.
My, oh, my. Yeah, I got to give a big shout-out tonight. Marcello Vitale, he's absolutely done all the work. Nobody Cares Sports has done, as usual, nothing. So you're hired full-time. How's it feel to have a full-time job at 11?
Great. I'm 12, but it feels great.
12. Well, there you go.
I'm sorry, I had to correct you there, but.
But you know what? I was speaking with head coach of the Tottenville Pirates, and he thought you were 11. So, I got bad information. Which usually happens. Back to the action on the field.
No worries. Okay, and it's Parisi
Army
again.
set. Quarterback is going to keep it driving towards the goal line. What it look like?
Touchdown.
Touchdown, Staten Island boys. They punch it in for the first time today here in the first quarter. They'll jump out to a 6-0 lead.
And who else would it be than Peter Parisi?
I like that. So when it comes to Staten Island boys and this league, when they go for an extra point,
It's 1 point.
it's 1 point. Even when you go, without kicking it.
If you kick a field goal, then it's 2 points. But if you go for the 2-point conversion, it's 1 point.
Thank you.
No problem.
Thank you for explaining that to everybody at home, too, because not everybody knows those rules. You know what I mean? They just assume that it's like every other football league. So this is a 1-point conversion.
It's Parisi again, and Parisi gets it?
Easy money.
He gets it.
He's going to change his name to Rodney Dangerfield. You might not get that joke, but it's a 7-0 lead for Staten Island boys. You got some homework to do.
Uh-huh.
You're going to watch Easy Money with Rodney Dangerfield this weekend. All right. But on the real, though, you are stellar. Normally when somebody makes a tackle, we spend half of the night looking at the sheet trying to figure out what the player's name is. It's nice that you know the guy's name right away. We have no idea how much time's on the clock. So, Marcello, you want to take a guess? Seem like a pretty schooled guy.
Time goes pretty fast in the first quarter for a couple of these games. I think there's under 4 minutes, I would say.
I like that. You're natural at this, by the way.
I've always wanted to do this.
Well, you got really lucky. Unfortunately, this is like going to the Rolling Stones as your first concert. This is really high up. It's all downhill from here. After you work with Nobody Cares Sports in Gotham Trinity, we're the best in the business. So.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
This kid knows what time it is. Back to the action on the field. Boys set to kick off. Seems there's a problem with the equipment on the field at the moment. And we await the ball that is meant specifically to be kicked. Everybody is excited, as you can tell by the crowd. Aha. So the ball is fine. The tee was the problem.
And it's the kicker, Carlo Della Regione, and the entire league calls him the Big Cannoli.
I remember this kid from the championship game. That's right.
The Big Cannoli.
He is a kicking machine. Watch this. Boom. Right
Boom.
down the middle
Up in
every
the
single
air.
time.
Oh, it's off his
Muffed.
head.
And it's picked
it.
up. No! Second chance opportunity.
Who has it? It looks like SIBFL has it.
Waiting for the final signal from the referee. And it's
it's
recovered by M.O.T. Can you believe it?
Wow.
From our vantage point, it looked like Staten Island boys came up with it, but that's what happens on a slippery field, man. Once it bounces off that first receiver, anybody's ball. I mean, these kids are, 11 years old, 12 years old?
These guys are 13 years old.
These guys are 13 years old. I'm terrible at my job. They're men, actually, on the field. They're not boys.
These are all 8th graders.
I don't want to be in the bottom of that scrum is my point. They're 13, and I don't want to go with them for the ball. There are some large men out there. Look at number 9. Playing what? He's playing tight end right now? What is he, like 6'3"?
It's pretty big.
Shotgun set, and
it's
it's intercepted at the 35-yard line, taking it to the house.
Anthony Vento.
Pick 6. Defense with an exclamation point here early on.
Yeah, so they probably didn't even need that kick recovery because they just got a touchdown.
Probably not. Well, Mr. Momentum certainly on SIBFL's side to start here in Travis on a glorious night. Shout out to Sal Vitale having us out here.
It's my brother.
Sal Vitale's your brother.
Yes, he is.
I like that. Now, I was talking with head coach Brian Neville from the Pirates. He said that his son plays out here. What is he on? You know which side he's on?
Yes, he's on SIBFL. It's Jack Neville, number 1 from the Irish Rebels.
Unbelievable. You see what I mean? It's almost like I'm just quizzing you and you're getting it right every time.
They got it. 14-0 SIBFL.
Well, it's their home turf and they're representing it in that way. 14-0 is our score. Marcello Vitale making his color commentary debut. I'm Danny Shenad providing the play-by-play from Nobody Cares Sports. We're starting them young here. I mean, we start them very, very young. You don't have to go to broadcast school or anything. You just have to do, what'd you do, Sunday picks with the Chinese bookie 2 years ago, and now you're in the broadcast booth? You paid your dues. You know what I mean? Some people got to get coffee. You did Sunday picks, and you had a pretty good streak against the bookie, too. So, and you're still doing those picks on Sunday.
Yep.
So just, keep an eye out. I'm well aware of what the competition is and who's going to put us out of business in a few years. So we're trying to get them on our staff here. The human kicking machine and the big cannoli out there yet again. I guarantee it's a line drive.
Booyah!
Right down the pipe.
And
Fielded
he actually
cleanly.
catches it this time.
Absolutely. He's got a lane across
he's
the 50 all the way to the house. Touchdown, Delaware!
Wow.
That is how you answer, my friends. No flags on the field.
What a return.
Woo! My man turned on the Jets from the jump. And you know what, Marcello, I'm just going to keep it real with you. I think he was super upset about that muffed kick on his last attempt, and he just had it in his eyes. He was like, you know what, dude, I'm taking this one to the house. He had to redeem himself.
He did. He did.
I don't know if you've seen Dumb and Dumber, but he totally redeemed himself. My man. All right, so we've got 14-6 is our score, and it looks like a 2-point conversion, but it's a 1-point conversion.
They're going for the field goal. No, they're going for the 1 point.
Yeah, it's a shotgun set. 4 wide receivers, 1 running back. Quarterback scrambles,
like
runs to his left. He's got it.
In. 14-7 with 1 minute and 30 seconds left.
Just like that, brother, we thought maybe SIBFL was going into cruise control here. 14-0 early on, first quarter. Maybe Delaware M.O.T. got hit in the mouth and couldn't respond early on. And just like that, shot out of a cannon, Mr. Momentum changed his address. We've got the lead cut in half here as we go towards the end of the first quarter. Man, this is an all-star game. Once you start having a special teams touchdown, you get a turnover in there, you know it's an all-star game. You're the best, man. Your color commentary is unbelievable.
Thank you so much.
Shout out to everybody out there tuned in, whatever platform you're watching on. Make sure you come out here to Staten Island Boys Football League. Check out this incredible complex. Great competition all day, every weekend. They're wrapping up their All-Star festivities here. And, of course, make sure you like and subscribe to Gotham Trinity Productions on YouTube. Nobody cares sports if your fingers still work. You like that?
That's pretty funny.
Thanks, pal. I know the kids roast me anyway. You're ruthless. Delaware M.O.T. with the onside kick. Hans team's got trouble with it.
Yeah,
And we'll see who comes up with it. It looks like
we have it.
Boys has it, but dangerous, man.
Yeah, luckily number 34 from the Army, Patrick Cashin, luckily got on that ball safely to put us back on offense.
Now, it was almost like everybody in the place knew at the last second they're doing an onside kick, right? Mm-hmm. But nobody could prepare for it, almost as if it was a little bit too gutsy for this team, specifically with how well SIBFL has been able to move the ball downfield. Now, I know it's an all-star game, but these kids out there, they want to win, right?
Yeah, this is clearly a dogfight.
Same set, Army. Quarterback's going to keep it, running B-gap. He steamrolls the linebacker in the second level and gets a first down. Take it over, Marcello.
What a run by Peter Parisi once again. You're going to be hearing that name a lot today.
Well, it's a 1st and 10. Staten Island Boys finds themselves in enemy territory for the second time today and looking to move those chains. Quarterback gives it to a sweeping man. Wide receiver
Murphy,
decides
he's
to
still
go
going.
A-gap.
Push him.
I'm starting to pick up a bit of bias on your behalf. Do you perhaps want Staten Island Boys to win tonight? It's okay. It's okay. Troy Aikman always goes for the Cowboys.
Yeah, I know, but I mean, it's our home field.
I like it. Oh, that's fine. Listen, if you go against your squad right now, you walk around with a target on your back all week. You don't want that. I'm scared to start my car. I got to keep it real with you. 2nd and 5. We've seen run. In their only pass attempt tonight, it was intercepted. So it's a 2nd and 6. Take it over, Marcello.
So it's a 2nd and 6, and Peter Parisi gives it to Jack Neville. He muffs it. And he
swallowed up by a trio of defenders. He gets a couple on the play, maybe 2.
Gain of 1, just like his number. No jokes there.
Pause. You'd like him to get more than that, though.
It's a 3rd and 5, and it looks like a timeout.
Well, I'd hope it's the end of the quarter.
It is. Sorry.
Not because I want to go anywhere else or do anything, because you're locked in right now with the absolute best thing on the agenda. We're outside, so you could stay inside. Support local. Local isn't where you're from, but it is where you are. And tonight we're broadcasting from the Staten Island Boys Football League in Travis. It is the All-Star game, the highest level they got here, right?
Yep, absolutely.
These kids are 13 years old. They're all going to high school next year. Like, most of them are committed. Do they all know where they're going? I mean, this is because I saw, like I said, I saw a couple of high school coaches here. I was like, I hope that you're not recruiting this hard on a Saturday night. And they were like, no, my kids are playing. I was like, okay, thank God. Because you're really invested at that point.
Yeah.
There's a couple of guys out here, though, that if they're not being recruited, they should be.
And the entire sideline is fired up.
Jacked. It's just like Seattle. You can barely hear yourself think, it's so loud.
I know.
Well, we flipped the script. We're on the other side of the 40 now. Shotgun set. Quarterback runs A-gap, and he runs into a wall. Number 28 lays the wood. Marcello, I was under the assumption that lumber was costly, but my man's just laying it out right now for free. It was a good hit.
That was a pretty good hit. now that I got to give it to them. I know I'm rooting for SIBFL, but that was a pretty good hit. I give them.
Well, I like to
give
see good clean hits. I like to see nice cuts from the backs, skill position players getting open, getting busy in that open field. But this game is won at the line of scrimmage. Those big hits are what we look out for. So quarterback is running outside off of the edge.
Oh, and he gets a first down on a 4th and 4.
Gutsy play call, man. They've been running A gap, B gap, finally decide to run it outside the tackles, and it pays off for them moving the chains.
On a 4th and 4, they get it done. See what they do here.
So it's a fresh set of downs now for Staten Island boys.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to Mike Ross doing an absolutely tremendous job on camera. Let's listen into the quarterback.
And it's Vento this time, and Vento gets a gain of 4.
I mean, they're just getting consistent money in that A-gap, B-gap situation running between the tackles. At some point, you expect Delaware M.O.T. to blitz those gaps, send the linebackers. I think we've seen it on a couple of plays, and that's why we saw that run outside the tackle for the first down. But as this game progresses, I could see more blitzing and aggressive play calling on the defensive side of the ball for Delaware M.O.T. Would you agree with that?
Yes,
Or do you
I
think
would.
they're just going to sit back? I don't think you can sit back and let them run it down your throat all game.
No. Timeout taken by the Delaware M.O.T.
What would you say game time temperature is right now? Somewhere around 58 degrees. It's pretty pleasant right now. People in Florida have North Faces on. Beautiful December night here. 54 degrees. I'm not bad. I told you we should have all been weathermen. We had this conversation before. Marcello, it's not too late for you. I know you want to be a broadcaster, but we all think you should be a weatherman in this booth. Back to the action on the field. It's a 2nd and 5. Quarterback running to his left, and Laundry on the field will halt this play in its tracks.
And that time it was Jack Neville, and if they didn't blow the whistle so early, that would have been a touchdown. Just by the blocks.
Yes. I got my friends texting me right now. They want me to play Call of Duty. What should I say? I'm busy?
Yeah, tell them you're commentating with me.
All right. Take a selfie and send it to him. There you go. New coworkers. Love it. Good job. Mike, I like the photo bomb. Back to the action. 2nd and 1. They remain in a shotgun.
And it's Jack Neville this time, and he goes inside, and they get a first down.
Well, we call that the Wildcat where I come from. So Jack Neville comes in, right? Runs the Wildcat. They run the same set, though, so that Army set just seems interchangeable where they could put anybody where, what, Parisi's playing?
Uh-huh.
You can go running back, you can go quarterback, wide receiver. It's almost like, although you're running the ball constantly, you can interchange your skill position players to be the leader of your offense on every play. So now we're seeing Neville back in there in the quarterback position under the Wildcat.
It's back to Parisi this time, and Parisi...
Ooh. They have had enough. Delaware M.O.T. says, not up in here.
Mm-mm.
Well, they've started to send the house, and that's helping. So now, if you're Staten Island boys, Delaware M.O.T. starting to figure you out. Clearly on this side of the field, we're not seeing them move the chains consistently over and over. They did have a big penalty that, set them back 10 yards. Sticking with the run here.
Yeah, I think they're using this. The SIBFL offense is using the Wildcat playbook all game long. It's pretty overpowered, and Madden.
Oh, it's
and
a
going back to
reverse
Neville.
and around.
And it's
Neville got busy right there. Caught him with his lunch pail.
I think he's
Said he was ready to clock in and go to work.
3rd down and inches.
Well, this is 4 down territory regardless.
Huh.
So they'll have 2 opportunities to
And it's going to be
move the ball half a foot.
probably going to be a Wildcat play again. And Wildcat is pretty good at Madden. If you play it.
I haven't played Madden since it was good, and I'm talking, 2002. That game's a shell of itself. Back to the action. Don't get me fired up, Marcello.
Neville!
Going on the outside, Neville!
Neville! Touchdown!
Bangarang, Peter.
20-7. Going for the extra point.
Well, just like that, they've extended it back to a 2-score lead, which is where we were prior. It was a special teams touchdown that really made the difference and put the only points up so far for Delaware M.O.T. Huge drive this time. They went the length of the field, bro. They went 70 yards. So the 1-point conversion, Neville to the right of Parisi, who runs a gap.
And he gets it in. 21-7, SIBFL. Oh, and there's a flag. Is there? I don't see it. No flag.
Sometimes producers will just throw stuff in your ear to try and spice up a broadcast. Everybody else is fired on the network. We're only working with Marcello Vitale from now on. I know people are upset, too. People were upset that they got bumped. I'm like, what do you mean I'm not on it? I'm like, nobody cares, number one. That's who you work for. When you work for Nobody Cares Sports, you can't be upset with anything. Number 2, Marcello Vitale is 11. We call him a prodigy. 12. All right, you're 16 from now on.
All right.
And I need a ride home after this. I'm low on gas.
Okay.
Mike, too.
So talk to me about the 2002 Madden. Why
Well,
was it so
you know,
good?
it's just Madden's AI has become awful to the point where it's not even the same game, and they're totally dependent upon online gaming in that you can't run a season against the computer and yourself and have fun on a consistent level without constantly changing the settings.
I know.
This is the problem with Madden. Would you agree?
I agree.
Thanks, pal. Other than that, online's lit because it's fun to play against your friends.
And they're kicking from M.O.T's 45, and it's an onside kick, and they get it.
Hey, man, that was beautifully fielded in an open field from number 6. So talk to me about these 2 squads, because we clearly have helmets from so many different teams. So looking at the Staten Island Boys Football League, so who are these yellow helmets that kind of look like Arizona State Sun Devils?
That's the Navy, your
Oh,
2002 champions.
I got you. And then closest to us, this kid's got like a Washington helmet on. The W, gold and blue W.
That is the Warriors.
All right, we're getting there. I want these, these teams, these kids to get their shout-outs for these respective organizations that they come out of because they represent out here. Mm-hmm. And you know the information. Timeout called on the field by Delaware M.O.T. They are down 21-7, somewhere around the 8-minute mark, and we wish there was more time because we want to be here forever.
Same.
Best night of my life.
Absolutely. I've been waiting for this day for an entire week.
I was just telling my buddy that. I can't possibly play Call of Duty right now. I'm all wrapped up.
I can only...
How's it sound?
Sounds good.
Great. So you're getting a lot of fans out there. So next broadcast, you just do play-by-play. I won't even have to come around. I'll sit in the booth and I'll just listen to you. If you really want to get good at this job, I'll have you work with the Commodore. It's like working with a hurricane system with no warning. So if you can work with him, you could work with anybody.
Yeah, so something else you see, the black helmets with the horse as the logo, that's the Mustangs.
It's a solid name and a great logo, by the way. And it is taken out of the backfield, running right side. Down the sidelines.
And it's a flag on the play.
Late flag comes in on the back
Oh,
end.
it's two flags. The white helmets with the red stripe and the numbers
Could be a
on
little,
the sides.
little extracurricular activity taking place here.
Or the runner-ups, the Tide.
Oh, man. It's funny. My friend forgot I was a fake broadcaster for a living. He was like, oh, yeah, that's right. Forgot that's what you do.
No, but you're great at this.
You don't ever play Call of Duty? You're strictly like, EA Sports kind of guy?
Yeah, I'll play Call of Duty Sports in time, but I gotta be in the mood to play it. I gotta be in the mood to play Call of Duty.
Nobody's ever in the mood to play Call of Duty. Nobody's ever in the mood to feel that rage unnecessarily. I'm just throwing it out there.
I know.
This is a better conversation than last time, though. Last time we got caught up in Popeyes. Back to the action. It's a 1st and 10. It's a wishbone set. Quarterback under center. 3 backs in the backfield behind him.
And offsides.
Neville looked really overzealous, in the words of Walt Clyde Frazier that time on the end. We'll wait and see if this is...
Oh, that's not Neville.
False start. What, 2 different guys were number 1? What are you doing to me here?
That's Cameron Cedeno.
That's got to be an honest mistake on my part. But let's do this game now. How many other players are wearing the same number?
And you see as they're making the play, and it's a toss. Oh! And that's my brother on the play, Sal Vitale, from the Warpath, representing his team strongly.
I mean, that's got to feel pretty good, calling your brother's number like that on a play.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like Big Cannoli's coming out for a breather.
Yeah, and Big Cannoli has the same number as Eddie Dagnall from the Warriors.
Thanks. Yeah, another number 13.
And Nick Obrenko from the Warpath has the same number as John Kornadakis from the Tide.
You're really unbelievable. And by the way, I probably should have told you this before we started the broadcast, but you're definitely not getting paid. Back to the action on the field. It's a 2nd and 6. Under center, the quarterback. Play action, now throws it to a tight end to his right. Close to the sticks. The defense is going to hold him short. How about the blue team? You know any guys' names on the blue team? Because I can't stress the fact that I haven't done any work, and that team's going to be upset with me.
No, not really.
All right, I'll get some roster information at the half. And if you're out there tuned in and you like Delaware M.O.T., and you want to provide us with some more information, hey, that's my son out there, that's my grandkid, brother, sister, whatever it is, we'll make sure that we say it correctly. Crowd is raucous here tonight. Quarterback under center. 3rd and short, gives it to one of 3 running backs out of the backfield. He's got a 3-headed monster to work with, and not one of them can get the first down here. SIBFL turning themselves into a stone wall.
And that is Angelo Stallone making the play, and it's 4th and 1. Seeing what they can do here. He's got to make it to the sideline before they call hike. And it's a timeout taken by SIBFL.
Love it. Well, about 5 minutes and 30 seconds remaining here in the first half. 21-7 is our score. Staten Island Boys Football League up by 2 touchdowns. Glorious night here in Travis. I'm working with Marcello Vitale. He's making his color commentary debut on the Nobody Cares Sports broadcast team, and we're working alongside Gotham Trinity Productions. Referee's going to kick us out. Hold on a sec.
452. Thank you.
I was really hoping he was going to throw me out of here. 4:52 remaining is what he told us. So he took some time off. You know how long I've been trying to get a penalty? Like, in the booth? Catholic high school, public high school, girls lacrosse games. I've been trying to get a penalty. I thought that we finally did it. Clock adjustment. Devastating. It's a 4th and short for Delaware M.O.T. under center in the wishbone. The give is to a back with 2 blockers in front of him, and he cannot get it.
Cannoli makes the play with the Sal Vitale assist.
Oh, my goodness. It looked like he had it, and I don't know if Cannoli's a magician, but he seemingly appeared out of thin air. A big body like that just showed up out of nowhere and laid down the thunder. It is a turnover. SIBFL takes over. Well, you know, it's been a bit of a one-sided game, would say, the scoreboard here in the first half, but the gridiron really tells a different story. We've had a special teams touchdown. We've had a couple of turnovers here, all run from Staten Island boys, but it's still a very close game here. I mean, one big play away for Delaware M.O.T., and you cut the lead in half,
And
just
Neville
like they've
goes
already
backwards.
done.
Oh!
What a hit.
Oof.
Number 2. Deuce. Did you see how hard he hit your boy?
Oh.
I think these kids know that, you know, you're a little biased, and they, you know, now they're starting to, they're listening on the sidelines. They hear the YouTube.
So it's no gain on the play.
Penalty, holding against SIBFL. It's going to push him back 10 yards.
Oh. Yeah, but it's still going to be a 1st and 20, and if they declined it, it would be 2nd and 10.
Well, you always want to push him back.
Yeah. But you still get more opportunities to get a first down.
I mean, if I'm Delaware M.O.T., wouldn't you just stack the box? Throw like 8 guys in there, 3 guys in a prevent over the top. Don't let anybody get behind. You know what I mean? Don't get beat by a tight end over your shoulder. Because at some point, you just have to. I would just blitz like Madden. You're talking Madden, blitz A-gap all day. Parisi goes A-gap, finds a wide open hole for a few yards, and not much more, as the linebackers did their job that time and closed the gap. 2nd and long. What would you say the best snack is at this snack bar?
Well, that's a really good question to ask. But my go-to snack here when I'm hungry and like I want like when I'm talking candy and stuff, I'm going Sour Patch watermelons.
That is a great choice, and definitely not sufficient for like a diet, you know. So you like, when I'm hungry, my go-to is Sour Patch watermelons?
Absolutely.
Don't they have like food over there? Back to the action. The give is to a running back.
Murphy.
More laundry on the field.
Looks like it's going to be a false start on the offense.
Staten Island boys with all the momentum here and seemingly losing all of what they have. They're losing their mojo here as the end of this first half wraps up. I'm going to do what's impossible and very frowned upon in broadcasting.
Watch a pretzel.
Oh, no, that's not going anywhere. I'm going to eat while I broadcast. You're going to take over. Marcello Vitale, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you so much.
No. Come on, Sal, come up here and yell at me.
Okay.
Okay, so we have Peter Parisi in the backfield. And Parisi takes a snap. He finds an open field. Parisi runs over a kid. Don't know his name, but
That was an excellent. He ran over a kid. See, I wanted to say that so bad, but you took my line. Right.
yeah.
Well, it's Not a first down yet, right? Because it was first in an eternity after a couple of penalties. So
Yeah, so it's
still third and long.
3rd and 14 from the SIBFL 36.
I've said your last name like 8 different ways since I met you anyway.
Yeah, but as we're talking snacks, like, I go like chicken tenders and french fries.
Yeah.
Like,
That's what I want to hear.
you know, the 6-inch Cheeros from,
Well, 3 defenders on that tackle.
and they're back to 4th and 9.
Kelly and Van Allen lead the charge with the tackles that time for Delaware M.O.T. You know, I kind of like these uniforms Delaware M.O.T. has.
They're pretty good.
They seem reminiscent in some ways. It's strange. Like, from afar, they kind of look like Seattle's imagery, but they have not the same colors. Right? It's like a mix between the Tennessee Titans and the Detroit Lions.
I know.
There's a lot happening in my head.
Oh, it's a penalty that I didn't see.
And it's
A first down.
wowza. I did not see that one coming.
From a 1st and 20 to getting a first down on a penalty.
I'm not sure what happened here, but the defensive line getting a full explanation right now from the referee on the field.
1 minute and 52 seconds left in the half. And there is Anthony Vento and Peter Parisi in the backfield.
Well, it's the Army set shotgun formation.
Oh, look.
Parisi looking to
Looks
throw.
like a
Now
pass.
he runs.
Get out of
Gets
bounds.
left side and
Ooh.
lowers his shoulder. This is a running quarterback that doesn't look for the out of bounds. Instead, he looks to make contact and get the extra yards. That time, he ran violently. Picks up 5 on the play. 2nd and 5 will be where we're at. 1:35 here to go in the first half. Marcello Vitale.
Uh-huh.
I don't know. What did I say last time? Oh, I was way off. Samsonite? Oh, it's fine. Big shout out to All Seasons Roofing. Tremendous local company. Supports Staten Island Boys Football League. More importantly, supports local sports here in the Staten Island community. Best in the business when it comes to roofing. Work in New York and New Jersey. I was talking to you before, Marcello, about their 50-year warranty these guys do. How you're 13 years old, 16 years old? How old are you going to be in 50 years? 107? You still going to be around?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. That's nobody cares sports math for you. Place is fired up here. 21-7 is our score. Staten Island boys with a 14-point lead. And they're in Delaware M.O.T. territory for the 3rd time today.
And this is nothing you casually see. Peter Parisi is actually on the sidelines taking a break, and Jack Neville goes upfield, and he gets a first down.
Aggressive play calling this time. Wildcat formation has proven to be so fruitful for them. And as we talked about before, easily interchanging these parts with the leader of the squad, right? Whether it's your wide receiver, your quarterback, running back, no matter what. I think the credit right now has to go to the offensive line of Staten Island boys. I mean, they're the ones doing all the work. The gap is open. A gap, B gap is not an easy gap to open, my friend.
Oh, no.
And it is open most of the night here. So big hats off to those guys on the O-line. Do you know any guys' names? I want to shout them out if humanly possible.
Absolutely. Once they get set, I'll definitely shout out some names because can't really see
I like
the line. But I'll go from left tackle all the way down, or tight end from wherever the left side's from. I'll go all the way down.
My man. Good job.
Thank you. That pretzel
What do
is
you think
making
the
me
refs are
kind of
talking
hungry.
about here? What is this? That pretzel's making you hungry? Well, are you quoting Seinfeld, or are you actually saying that pretzel's making you? Oh, all right.
I thought it was
Yeah.
He didn't say thirsty. I was like, I almost
Yeah, I got a drink.
losing my mind. Who told you to say that?
Myself.
I like it. Well, back to the action. 21-7, first and 10.
And they have a new quarterback on the field, Tommy Zay. And Tommy Zay's at quarterback, and he takes a snap, and he's looking downfield at Jack Neville, and it's picked off. No, it's not.
Nearly intercepted. The ball underthrown, but he had Neville. He sure did. He had to come back and adjust for that ball. Nearly intercepted is right. You know, they say anytime the ball hits you in the hands, you're supposed to catch it, all right?
Mm-hmm.
That's why he plays defense. Wouldn't you agree?
Uh-huh.
Excellent stuff. That kid's going to come up to the booth afterwards, by the way. He's going to want to talk to me about that.
Absolutely.
It's probably the best part about working with, like, a bigger guy. You could be like, oh, it was him that said it.
Mm-hmm.
And the whole time I'm like, it was the 9-year-old in the booth. I'm going to keep lowering your age until we leave.
Yeah, so these linemen don't really get enough love. It's Josiah Ramos at the left tackle with Mohamed Berardi at the left guard, and Jack Neville gets another big run, and he breaks away.
Oh, he used his spin move, took a licking and kept on ticking, but really to no avail. A highlight play with not much to show for it in terms of yards.
With Aiden Cancelleri at center, and a right guard from down is yet to be known. But it's John Kornadakis at right guard, Joe Falcone at right tackle, Cannoli at tight end, and Cannoli! Oh!
Now it's officially intercepted on an underthrown ball. We have a late flag that comes in and a couple of players down here.
And it's Jack Neville down and a penalty flag laying right next to him. It's not really a good sign there.
Well, I'll tell you what, we'll take a short break on the field as we figure out this penalty situation, which the flag has just been waved off, by the way. I think your dad's here to tell me what a bad job I've been doing.
You gonna fire him yet, Dan?
No, I was making sure you weren't going to fire me. I mispronounced your name 3 times already.
You got a job for life. We're gonna mention.
Have you seen the producers? I've been trying to get fired since I got here.
Can I announce the winners of our raffles?
Football is more than just a game. It's a passion. It's a brotherhood. It's an upbringing. It's a way of life. Since 1959, the boys in the Staten Island Boys Football League live and breathe these words. We are a high school prep organization that does more than just develop these boys into football players, but also develop them into strong young men. They learn to be leaders in this world with hard work, dedication, teamwork, commitment, sacrifice, and community. They learn about character and the ability to keep moving forward. No matter how many times they get knocked down, we instill upon them to get back up and keep moving forward. From the high school level and beyond, our coaching staffs will be sure to share these words and these beliefs with your kids while developing their confidence and self-worth, setting them up to succeed no matter what they choose to do in life. The Staten Island Boys Football League, our family, and a place for our community to grow.
I'm still trying to eat while I broadcast, which is highly frowned upon. You're going to the worst broadcasting school ever right now. Every time you take out your phone and text, you get a salary raise. Everything your dad doesn't want you to do, I give you a raise for. Like, you don't look like you're paying attention. That's perfect. 21-7.
And it looks like
Yeah, we were talking
think they
about
ran
best
out.
snacks here.
I think they ran out. When I went to check before I came up here, they ran out. And Sal Vitale's...
Speaking of running out, Delaware M.O.T. trying to run towards the sidelines, but instead it looks like they're going to run out the clock. I haven't had much sleep in the last few days. Would you? Is this scoreboard? Does it say 110-22 right now?
I
just want to make sure that I feel okay. Do you feel okay? You warm? Have a fever?
Yeah, I had pneumonia these last few days.
You look tremendous for somebody getting over pneumonia.
Yeah, but it's halftime now, and I'm gonna go get myself a pretzel.
That's a heck of a job for your first half in broadcasting. We couldn't have done it without our friends at ASR, All Seasons Roofing, and of course Fast Tech Industries. Where would we be without our friends that power us along here tonight? I'm Danny Shenad from Nobody Cares Sports Network doing the play-by-play. Marcello Vitale doing color commentary. We're rocking tonight here from the annual All-Star game. Staten Island Boys Football League has a 21-7 lead over Delaware M.O.T. And I believe we're doing 50-50. Is that what we're doing right now?
Yes, it is 50-50.
All right, so
quarterback hits it in a shotgun. He's going to keep it. That's going
B-gap all the way to the house. Touchdown, Navy.
Throwing to his left.
Complete to the receiver in triple cut. Quarterback's got a man. Caught. Running back's going to keep it on the Wildcat down the left sideline. Nobody in front of him. The icing on the cake early on. Nobody guarding him because it's a run and everybody knows it. Out of the Wildcat, taking it to the next level.
That 34.5 is over, Dan. The Wildcat looking downfield. He's going to keep it, lowering his shoulder, bouldering towards the sidelines. Beautiful kick down the middle of the field. It is live. And a beautiful open field tackle made on special teams that time. Oh, cookies. He left one right there. That's a Scooby snack inside the 30. First down, Navy.
Feel like John Morant. Need a triple-double. Told him check the stats. Yeah, I got a couple. I don't drop the ball. Now I never fumble. I'm the MVP. Now I feel like Russell. Feel like John Morant. Need a triple-double. Told him check the stats. Yeah, I got a couple. I don't drop the ball. Now I never fumble. I'm the MVP. Now I feel like Russell. Yeah, I need it now. Told him on the lay. I've been moving, dog. Yeah, I'm on the way. I don't hear the talk. Don't care what they say. I don't got no patience. I can't ever wait. I've been trying to get it. Running up all these digits. And I've been in the gym. I've been up doing minutes. I just put in that work. For them it's strictly business. And I see through the face. They all just burning bridges. Feel like John Morant. Need a triple-double. Told him check the stats. Yeah, I got a couple. I don't drop the ball. Now I never fumble. I'm the MVP. Now I feel like Russell. Feel like John Morant. Need a triple-double. Told him check the stats. Yeah, I got a couple. I don't drop the ball. Now I never fumble. I'm the MVP. Now I feel like Russell. Yeah, they don't want it done like I want it, dog. Yeah, they say they want it, then they took the summer off. I've been going down the list, checking numbers off. I was checking on your numbers, told them something's off. I was at the bottom, now you know I'm climbing. Now they sending deals, they know I ain't signing. They been trying to sell it, they know I ain't buying. When they send a text, dog, I ain't replying. Feel like John Morant, need a triple-double. Told him check the stats, yeah, I got a couple. I don't drop the ball, now I never fumble. I'm the MVP, now I feel like Russell. Feel like John Morant, need a triple-double. Told him check the stats, yeah, I got a couple. I don't drop the ball, now I never fumble. I'm the MVP, now I feel like Russell.
XL up in the pen, you can't shake that. All the way gassed up, full tank, man. Moving too quick, keep the cameras in the playback. Dang, so tell me how you feel with it. You put a lid on it, I ain't got no chill with it. This right here your problem, you gon' have to deal with it. Lay it on the line, high risk, that's the meal ticket. Yeah, we ain't never fall back. Hold our ground where we at, never fall back. No lies, no facts, we gon' stay right where we at. We ain't never fall back. Down, never falter. Came with the hands out, get them off us. I'm 24/7 in the office. Pay attention cause I ain't repeating offers. Yeah, never met a man I've been scared of. Careful, you gon' get exactly what you asked for. Here for whatever you bring me, getting handled. I answer to no one, I don't need a hassle. Yeah, we ain't never fall back. Hold our ground where we at. We ain't never fall back. Hold our ground where we at. Never fall back. Never fall back. Hold our ground where we at. Yeah. No lies, all facts. You can find me right where I'm at. We ain't never fall back. We ain't never fall back. Yeah. We ain't never fall back.
welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Staten Island Boys Football League in Travis. Nobody Cares Sports is on the scene. Marcello Vitale making his color commentary debut. I'm Danny Shanad doing the play-by-play. 24 minutes of all-star football action is on deck for you right now. Holy cannoli, with an onside kick to start us off here. Fielded cleanly by Delaware M.O.T. near the 50-yard line. And that's where they'll take over. And Marcello, you got to be happy about this, brother. I got rosters for Delaware M.O.T. I went out and did work. I was so inspired by you.
Another good thing is I got a pretzel as well, so we're pretzel buddies.
You got a pretzel. I told you the worst thing to do in broadcasting is to eat on the air, and I did it in front of you, and you were like, you know what? I'm going to get one too. Congratulations. We'll add another $1 to your fake salary.
Yeah.
I thought your dad was coming up to cancel us. I was really shocked when he gave me a lifelong contract. So Delaware M.O.T. comes out with the ball here. Down by 2 scores. They'll look to get momentum back on their side in a shotgun set. 4 wide receivers split 2 left, 2 right. Quarterback is going to look to run with it. Gets a lane outside the tackle. Makes one man miss and down the left sidelines for a big gain. First shot out of the box. Well, it seems like the coaching staff made some adjustments at the half and drew up something different.
That was a gain of 24 on the play from number 2. Having an incredible game. Cedeno comes in and he misses the tackle.
And a beautiful pass downfield is caught. First down and then some. Back-to-back first down plays. Marcello, what's going on out here? I'll tell you what's going on.
I don't know. SIBFL has to get back up on their feet.
I paid a visit to each sideline at the half, and I'm not, pointing fingers or anything, but SIBFL guys look like they were a little bit too relaxed out there. Like, it is an all-star game, but they felt very much in control. A lot of smiles, not really tense or anything like that. Just very much loose, right? Over there on the blue sidelines for Delaware M.O.T., they're strategizing, talking game plan. So maybe that's something that we'll see pay dividends early on here in the third quarter. Shotgun formation yet again. 2 wide receivers left, 2 right. Quarterback looking over the middle, and it's picked off.
That is number 34 from the Army, Patrick Cashin, with an incredible interception to save the M.O.T. from scoring.
Unbelievable play when they certainly needed it most, because back-to-back huge gains on first down. First and goal seemingly going right into the end zone, and a costly decision there from the quarterback. Just put that anywhere. That's fine.
I dropped my drink. And SIBFL starting on the 7-yard line.
That was Devin Flowers, the quarterback for Delaware M.O.T.
Oh, I need another bite of my pretzel.
So while my color commentator eats, I'll call the play. Army set. Quarterback is going to keep it.
It's pretty again. You got.
We talked about this earlier, Marcello, how this is a runner that looks for contact as opposed to making a man miss, and he lowered his shoulder there yet again.
He's not afraid.
I mean, not getting the first down either. He's running super hard for 5 and 6 yards every single time. If you're a defender, the right way to tackle him is to go for his legs. Shoestring tackles all day because he's making people pay with these high tackles. So it's a 2nd and 4.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe a long 3.
From the 16. I don't eat my pretzels.
You see why it's impossible now?
I'm trying to talk while eating my pretzels.
It's completely impossible. That's why, like, when you watch TV and, they hardly ever bring food to the booth. Mm-hmm. It's standard for you to starve color commentators. So I want you to let this be known. We're only letting you eat this one time because you are, in fact, child labor. There are a lot of eyes watching right now. So we got to make sure you're fed. Don't get used to this.
Nope.
You will starve next time, my friend.
I'm okay with that.
Did they still have those watermelon Sour Patch Kids you were talking about, or were they out of those? Because they were out of the sandwiches, right?
Oh, shoot. I gotta get one. At the end maybe when there's like a timeout, I'll go run. No!
Oh, it looks like a false start.
You think I can run now?
I don't think so. I just don't. I think you got to commit. You know, you got to commit. You're here. You missed your window. You opted for a pretzel over the. I don't know what you were thinking. That's like being a waiter, telling people the specials, and then just getting the soup.
You know, I gotta have something. You know.
Well, I knew you were going to blow something, and you blew your dietary supplement. So it's the third quarter here now, under 10 minutes remaining. SIBFL with the ball, sporting white jerseys.
I mean, I wanted like a snack to hold me up, but like Sour Patch is not going to hold me up.
That's what I said. I don't know what you were thinking when you said that was your go-to snack.
Absolutely. And I'm going to go run at the end of the quarter.
Take it. Well, we got a penalty on the field. That's going to cost them. I mean, we got the best production team in the business up here.
Absolutely.
Got a 30-man crew being run by 3. And it is a 10-yard penalty against SIBFL, pushing them way back now within their own 10-yard line. They're going to have the ball in their own 8. So it's a second and, well, yeah. It's like they got to travel to at least the Mississippi to get a first down.
So it's on. They're on the 8, and they need to travel to the 30. So it's a 2nd and 22. A lot of twos going on.
That's right. Deuce is wild. They'll stay in a shotgun.
I like
one wide receiver out in single coverage.
I like enjoying the pretzel.
Quarterback decides to keep it. Nothing doing there.
Oh, I love my pretzel.
Kidding me? It's like Marcello Vitale doing an unbelievable job here, color commentator.
Oh, thank you so much.
You're doing such a good job. I'm about to be like, here's the keys, leave it running, you know? And I was going to go to the snack bar, but I too am committed. You're doing an unbelievable job. This game, thankfully, is one of the greatest sports contests I've ever seen in my life. Who needs college football when you have this? Right? Like, I didn't even look at what was on the college football agenda today because I was so excited to be here. Back to the action. 3rd and eternity for SIBFL. The quarterback will run a draw. Questionable play calling here in the All-Star game. What do you think of that? 3rd and forever in an All-Star game and the quarterback runs a draw? What are we doing? We're trying to put people in the seats, Marcello.
I'm just thinking about Sour Patch watermelons, honestly.
You're nowhere now.
Yeah,
you derailed.
No, nowhere.
21-7.
21-7 on a 4th down and 21.
2-score game. Staten Island boys took this lead into the half.
I gotta ask.
Delaware M.O.T. Like, where does this team come from? Not Delaware.
Delaware?
Like Staten Island South, and they call it Delaware?
What do you think of these pretzels? I think these pretzels are really good.
Nearly blocked, Marcello, and it's fielded there from number 2 at Delaware M.O.T. Makes one mad miss. Tackled down at the 26-yard line. They're absolutely in business here. 7:19 remaining in the 3rd quarter. This game far from over.
That's
Staten Island boys.
It's not good.
What is not good?
Anthony Vento, the man who made the tackle on the play.
Well, we have a pause now for an injury timeout. Want to give a big shout out to...
I can eat my pretzel.
Yeah, you can absolutely eat your pretzel, and I could mute your microphone like I used to do to the Commodore all the time so people don't have to listen to the sound of your jaw. We want to give a big shout out to Fast Tech Recycling and Materials. Check out New York City's premier recycling, hauling, and roll-off service facility company. And, of course, a huge, huge shout-out to All Seasons Roofing. I got to get, the desk situation here in this booth is amazing. The information definitely isn't on the floor by my feet as I read it. All Seasons Roofing, tremendous company here in Staten Island, located business working in New York and New Jersey. You can, of course, reach out to them, 718-200-1802, allseasonsroofingny@gmail.com. The player is up and on his feet. Marcello, that's got to help you feel good, and it looks like he's walking off on his own. So nothing too serious, and that's what you want to see, right? The player's playing hard, but it's an all-star game after all. What did you say? How are you guys doing over here? You don't get paid enough. Yeah.
I mean...
Yeah, there's a gentleman next to me. He's doing the video camera, the video camera for the film, for team film. You don't get paid enough. Your arm's out the window the whole game.
I am kind of happy he can walk, and I also am kind of happy I can finish my pretzel.
That's the longest pretzel of all time. I got to be completely honest with you.
I just finished it in one bite.
1st and 10, shotgun. Quarterback has it, makes a man miss as he dances in the backfield, now decides to keep it.
I finally got tackled.
Short gain on the play.
Oh, my shoulder tips. Oh, all right. I need to finish my pretzel first.
This is riveting TV, by the way. We're definitely not getting canceled.
My mom just texted me, stop worrying about the pretzel.
That's fine. My mother stopped watching a long time ago. 21-7 is our score. 2nd and 8. Quarterback in a shotgun, looking to his left. Under pressure, now under distress. He's sacked in the backfield.
Sack made by number 55 from the Warpath, Sal Vitale.
Excellent sportsmanship that time. I've never really seen a defensive lineman sack a quarterback and then tap the quarterback on the helmet afterwards to make sure he was good. Like, yeah, I'm good. I just got sacked by you. Do you think that this is Big Cannoli's dad on the sideline wearing the number 13 jersey, or just a very big fan like me and you?
No, I think that's his dad.
All right. Wondering if we can just buy that jersey at the concession stand. 3rd and 12. It's a 3 wide receiver set, 2 to the left, 1 right, 1 running back in the backfield. The give is to the back running B-gap. Getting close in the second level to the sticks, and he'll be about 5 yards short. Sitting in 4th down territory. No special teams trot out onto the field. Instead, Big Cannoli runs out for Staten Island boys. On a 4th and about 5. Delaware M.O.T. decides that they want to talk it over, and this is a huge part in the ball game right now. So a very good call if you are this coaching staff right now for Delaware M.O.T., because you without a doubt want to talk about this. Shout out to Gotham Trinity Productions, who basically hired people just like us before it. Like, hey, you're breathing. You look like you have hands. You want to work this football game?
Absolutely.
That's what our cameraman is on the field right now. Marcello was like, your voice box is working, right?
It is.
Get up here, color commentator. 4th and 5. We've seen some passing, a good dose of both passing and running from Delaware M.O.T. here in the 3rd quarter. 3:36 remaining, down 2 scores.
Shout out to the cameraman on the field for the great shots. That's Patrick Mosiello on the field doing the cameraman.
Oh! Quarterback makes a man miss. Outruns a shoestring tackle in the second effort. will get him the first down. A huge play on fourth down.
Wow.
Moves the chains.
But as I was saying, our guy Patrick Mozio, we call him P. Rick. His nickname, P. Rick.
P. Rick's getting fired after the game. I'm just letting you know.
He's a great guy.
He's doing a great job right now, though.
You think I'll be fired after this game?
Absolutely. We're all getting fired. You have to accept it, right? And then if after the game someone's like, great job. But we're getting fired, Marcello.
Oh,
Just deal with it.
no.
1st and 10, it's a fresh set of downs for Delaware M.O.T. They're grinding away, staying in this ball game.
In 2 minutes and 42 seconds, I can run and get my Sour Patch Kids.
It's not happening.
Oh, and Michael Murphy coming in. It's a slip screen. Cedeno falls, and he makes the tackle. Oh, no. Oh, and Sell comes in with a big hit. What a play.
Well, it's cleaned up by Vitale. Laying the lumber on an unsuspecting runner. Thought he had the open field and just closed up on the second opportunity from the defense.
That hit looked personal.
It absolutely was. Now, my question to you here is, if you're Delaware M.O.T., do you continue to pass the ball? You know, because last time they were down here, it only took them a couple plays to get within the red zone. They turned the ball over on an interception over the middle of the field, so they have to be very careful with the ball. I wouldn't be surprised if it was all run plays.
I think they should keep on running the football and just like punch it in.
Two wide receivers left, a tight end right, running back to the left of the quarterback's hip. It's a play action. The throw is left to a tight end in motion.
Tackle made by Patrick Cashin.
Catch made that time from number 86, the tight end from Delaware M.O.T.
It is a 3rd and 5.
Well, this is 4th down territory, right? We've seen them go on 4th down this drive from a further distance away from the goal line. So you know that they have another 2 downs to play with here as we're just under a minute to go here in the 3rd quarter of the Allstar game here from Travis, the Staten Island Boys Football League. What a beautiful night. 4 wide receivers, 1 running back. The throw is a jump ball, corner of the end zone, touchdown, Delaware M.O.T.
What a catch.
That was a stunner. The crowd on the near side in silence, and the far sideline erupts. Just like that, Marcello, it is a 1-score game. Don't go anywhere, folks. This one is a barn burner.
That's Eddie Dagno at cornerback.
So they'll be going for 1 point here. Quarterback in a shotgun. Throwing left side of the end zone. Diving for the ball. Touchdown. Can you believe it?
Oh,
the 1-point conversion's good. It's 21-14.
What 2 amazing catches there in 2 plays.
Bro, the quarterback,
Bruh.
apparently, Peyton Manning went into a time machine and is 12 years old right now.
Oh, no, that's not good. Peter Parisi is taking off his helmet and shoulder pads. Something's not looking too right for Peter Parisi as he's on the sidelines. And they're taking off.
He seems to have his arm in some sort of slang brace wrapped around his shoulders, so maybe 1 too many hits running with that shoulder this game. Said he runs very violently, Marcello, so obviously that took a toll on him this game. It's an all-star game, but he was running extremely hard.
He's a contact runner. He's never afraid of contact. Never.
Well, with 34.5 seconds to go here in the 3rd quarter, Staten Island Boys Football League with a 1-touchdown lead, 21-14. Delaware M.O.T. not going away.
Yeah, as I know Peter Parisi, he will run through you. Whether he gets knocked out, he still ran through you.
So his night is done as Parisi has his shoulder pads off. Delaware M.O.T., will they onside kick it or will they kick it deep?
I think they're going to onside kick it. And they kick it deep. Eddie Degno and Jack Neville are on the return. It goes to the back of the, and it goes to the end zone on
Picked
the 2
up
yard
at the
line.
1 yard line.
And
Neville in trouble, brought down within their own 10. We saw this happen once before where Delaware M.O.T. crept right back into the game. They were within 7 points, 14-7. 7-0. They're right there the whole game. And the one thing that's really taken them out of it has been turnovers, costly mistakes. If they can protect the football like they did on the last drive, Marcello, they've had the ball seemingly all of the third quarter. If they control the clock here in the fourth quarter, dare I say it, they may win the game. Let's just throw that everywhere. Well, Delaware, M.O.T. out on defense. They stacked the box.
And Vento goes back to running, and it's
Nowhere to
gain.
go. As I said, they're stacking the box now. They know exactly what time it is. They're going to force them to move the ball downfield through the air.
As time ticks in the third quarter, is 21 SIBFL, 14 M.O.T. As it clicks down, 3, 2, 1, and that's the third quarter.
Good job, brother. Way to take us down to the clock. He's a professional now. When he came on, he was an amateur. Now,
You think I can run and get the Sour Patch Kids?
absolutely, get out of
Let's
here.
go.
He's not going to stop until, at the end of the day, he is 12. He's been doing color commentary for 3 quarters. He can go get Sour Patch Kids. Mom, I know you're tuned in. This is on me. He's going to be jacked up after, too. So, fourth quarter of action coming up here from Staten Island Boys Football League. They have a 7-point lead over Delaware M.O.T. Danny Shinot on the call from Nobody Cares Sports, working the camera and giving you an absolutely beautiful stream. The live feed tonight provided by Gotham Trinity Productions, broadcasting on their YouTube, Staten Island BFL's Facebook. Nobody Cares Sports is in on the action too, but you already know nobody cares. Fourth quarter when we come back. In front of a capacity crowd, starting from the east end zone and looking to move away from it. They cannot. Wrangled up in the backfield. A big tackle.
Yeah, so
This is now this is interesting. You sprinted to the concession stand and came back empty-handed. They're out of the watermelon Sour Patch.
yeah, I'm actually
and you're actually
shedding
out
in
of breath.
tears. I'm actually shedding in tears. I ran all of that for nothing.
You sure did.
It's embarrassing.
Well,
I'm shedding in tears.
you're now sweating as bad as I've been for 3 quarters, so we're good to go. Big Cannoli checking into the game here on a 3rd and 9. They're bringing in the unit. So I'm interested to see what they do here with this package. This is a massive play here if you're Delaware M.O.T. because you could force them into a must-punt situation and get great field position. They put Cannoli in as an extra blocker on the right side. Army set. Quarterback keeps it, tries to go A-gap.
Vento
And there's just not much there. He gets maybe 3 yards on the carry. This is going to bring up a 4th and looks like 5. So no easy down and distance here. And the punt unit will make its way out onto the field. So this could be really good field position here if you're Delaware M.O.T. as they send one man back to receive. This is number 2. And you can see the wind whipping out there. High snap. Punter gets it.
Oh, and
clean kick.
a great kick.
It takes a Delaware bounce, and it's ruled down at the 40-yard line. So that's where they'll start, deep into SIBFL territory. Defense really hasn't had to answer the bell much today for Staten Island boys. They've been haven't been pressed too much. Really only here in the second half, because the first half touchdown was a special teams touchdown, and the second half we just saw them give up, a touchdown here in the third quarter, but quick strikes, right? So I mean, this last drive here by Delaware M.O.T. took some time. They have seemingly had the ball the entire second half.
Mm-hmm.
We talked about this before. Great field position, controlling the clock. It's an all-star game here. We're expecting maybe high scoring. We're not seeing that. Timeout called on the field. I'm excited about it because we don't have anywhere to be. So
Exactly. I've been having a great time up here. All my friends are down there like, yeah, come hang out with us. But no, I'd rather be here commentating in the All-Star game.
do my job. Got it. Yeah. Great stuff, Marcello.
Always.
If you like what you see out there, make sure you like this. Really important. I mean, if your eyes are consuming it, do the right thing. Hit the like button. It goes such a long way. There's so much stuff that goes behind it. We've had Marcello working for the last 48 hours in a dark basement doing computer code. He has no idea what any of it means, but there's a lot on the back end. And all we keep saying is like. So if you could like and subscribe, we appreciate it. There you go, man. Yeah. Gotham Trinity Productions moving with a full head of steam because of Marcello Vitale.
Thank you to whoever liked it.
I can assure you it wasn't anybody that I'm connected to. They're sick of me. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line. Let's see what Delaware M.O.T. does with the opportunity. 10:05 remaining here in the fourth quarter. High stakes. The Allstar game, bragging rights on the line.
They are going to need to score this drive.
It's a play action. The throw is left, incomplete to the receiver.
To be honest, I'd pick it up and run. Like, that's a screen pass. That's behind the line of scrimmage. Now, I'm not saying it was behind. Like,
he threw the ball forward. You know, I think it was like right at the line of scrimmage.
If he threw the ball backwards, then it would have been a fumble, and you pick it up and run to that end zone.
I think you're a little biased, but I like it. I do.
Yeah, I could be a little biased sometimes, but don't worry about it.
We'll get to your bias later.
Don't worry about it.
Make sure you watch Easy Money. I can't stress that enough. That's your homework. 21-14, a 2nd and 10.
Okay, I thought I was getting fired, but okay.
4 wide receivers set. Quarterback in a shotgun. Gets the snap.
Oh,
he looks to run with it.
And he's going backwards.
And he stays on his feet, reversing field. He'll keep it. Moving down the right sidelines. He has the first down. What a play. He got open, sprung open on a huge block by his offensive lineman. No laundry on the play.
Oh, no, somebody's limping on the field. That's number 13, Angelo Salone from the Spartans, and he's on the floor.
I got to keep it real with you. That might be the guy that got his clock reset on the play.
I saw that. That was a wicked hit. I saw that hit. It was not.
No, there's people out there right now that might be thinking, like, where's the instant replay? I'll tell you where it is. Rewind it. Bring it back. Check out the hit.
Yeah,
Screen record it, and when you do, make sure you add Gotham Trinity Productions and Nobody Cares Sports and all your Instagram, Facebook stuff. Right? Do the right thing. Shout these kids out. Delaware M.O.T. laid the wood. We talk about these offensive linemen keeping the play alive. Your quarterback's fighting for his life, running backside. You could quit on the play. Instead, you light someone up in an all-star game. I'm loving what I'm seeing from both sides. As do you. We'll take a moment to hear from some of our sponsors and learn more about what we do in this community. Back in just a second. And welcome back to the action, ladies and gentlemen. The tension absolutely palpable out here. 21-14, SIBFL nursing a 7-point lead. Marcello Vitale absolutely speechless in the booth.
Why are you laughing?
I actually almost choked to death on my pretzel as you stayed silent. Just, you know, as a broadcast team, I think you fit in perfectly. You derail at all the right times that everybody else does. You know, age doesn't matter here.
No.
Just a number. I'll tell you, the one thing that's consistent is the anger from the production team towards Nobody Cares Sports. 21-14, 9:47 remaining in the game.
The fill-in for Angelo Stallone is Sal Vitale from the Warpath.
Big substitution.
It's great.
It's great.
I mean, Sal, I know him. He is my brother. He's been playing here since he was 5 years old. He knows how to. He plays the game very well. He's a great defensive player.
That's impressive, man.
I wish I could say more about him, but people would get bored.
Again, the whole bias thing. Just quarterback keeps it, makes a man miss, a beautiful cut in the open field, running down the left sideline, all the way to the house. Touchdown, Delaware! They have been fighting, scratching, and clawing, and finally they have kicked down the door 1 point away from tying it up.
They were down 21-7 at halftime. No, not halftime.
That's right. 21-7 and a half.
Was it? No, I'm
You're
sure
doing a
it was
great
14.
job. 21-7, yeah.
Okay. And now it's 21-20. Let's see what they do here on this extra point.
Plenty of time left in the game, so no matter what the outcome, we are 1 point.
Takes the snap. Canoli's running, and he's going to run in the end zone.
Oh, they get it. We're tied up here. 9:35 to go. You hear that? Pin drops on this side. The far sideline going wild. Can you believe the atmosphere in this place? I can't. Marcello, I think I'm too jacked up. I think I'm selling it too much.
What are you selling?
Good times.
Oh.
Shout out to everybody in the clubhouse watching us here.
I think she's trying to get you on an Eli and Peyton show.
That'd be great.
Yeah.
That'd be great if I was on the Eli and Peyton show.
We'll get you on there. I have his number. I have both their numbers, right, Mike?
Please.
I just brought down your mic volume a little bit because when you touch it, I want to rip my ears off.
Yeah, I could be a little annoying sometimes.
No, it's just you get used to it. I've had to figure it out. You know, it takes time. You never held the microphone like that. So as we get used to it, we're doing our best, and we apologize to everybody at home for the growing pains, but I got to be honest with you, Marcello Vitale making his broadcasting debut, I don't think anybody notices anything different here in the booth. It's a deep kick. Delaware M.O.T. looks to play defense.
Dagno picks it up. Dagno switching fields.
Niente. Dropped. Not much there. I'll tell you, special teams today really has been an integral part of Delaware M.O.T's success. They have a kick return for a touchdown this game, and you see that time keeping the offense honest here, pinning them somewhat deep. They'll have to start at their own 37-yard line. 33-yard line? Doesn't matter. I'm like dyslexic.
33.
All right, good. You can be my mathematician, too. Dope.
I'm pretty good at math.
Tremendous. I'm terrible.
I think anybody could care less, but...
No, they love it, man. It's better than listening to Michael K. Back to the action.
They give it to Cashin, and Cashin gets a gain of no yards. No gain.
Delaware has just been stacking the box, knowing that your boys are going to run it, and they've said you have to beat us through the air. Here we are. Every time. And every time I make an ethnic joke. I stand by it. Second and 9. Fumble in the backfield. SIBFL gets on top of it, but not after a huge loss. My goodness.
And they go back to the 20-yard line. That's a gain of a loss of 13 yards on the play. It will now set up third and 20.
There's my mathematician. Beautiful. I don't even... Word of advice. Anytime you're watching a game and you hear a commentator say third and long, the guy has no interest in doing the math.
Absolutely not.
You're crushing it. You're doing the math.
So you think I can keep my job?
100%. Lord knows I can't. Third and long. And we have laundry on the field.
Yeah.
Referee is counting up the players, making sure that there is 11.
And there
is not. 12 men on the field for SIBFL, so this third and long situation just got a lot longer.
And after they just went back 5 yards, they're set up on the 17-yard line. They have to get to the 43-yard line.
Third and 25, my man.
26.
26.
26.
That's why I quit. Third and long.
Third and 26.
See what I'm saying? Stick my head out the window here.
I don't got a window.
So a third and 26. Man goes in motion.
Offsides on 86 on M.O.T. and they go up 5 yards.
So Staten boys gets 5 yards back.
So
they'll have to pass the ball, right? They can't run the ball here.
Well,
Third and forever. Why would you run the ball? But that's all that they have been doing.
I mean, maybe you pull a trick out of your hat, like a trick play. Like you can maybe do like a triple.
Like a flea flicker?
I could never seen that at Staten boys before.
I'm a big fan of the flea flicker.
I'm a big fan of, even my brother is too. He's the big fan of the Philly Special.
Philly Special's a good play. Gets me jacked up.
Yeah. I remember
I like a running clock in the fourth quarter.
I remember
I'm a big,
both times
clock.
Tom Brady tried doing the... Oh, it's a trick play.
A slant. And that will not be enough for a first down, but he does get about 10 on the play.
And now that'll set up 4th and 10.
Are they going for it is the question.
I think they are. This is a big play right here.
Approaching the 6-minute mark here in the fourth quarter in a tie game, 21-21. Delaware M.O.T. rocking the blue jerseys, black and blue pants. SIBFL, Staten Island Boys Football League, wearing the all-white.
You know what would be pretty interesting if this game went to overtime? I would love to see an overtime All-Star game. It happened with us last year, and he got
Under
sacked.
pressure and sacked in the backfield. Who wouldn't love to see an overtime game on a Saturday night, right? You're like
Yeah.
the guy that says in the car ride, I can't believe there's no traffic. That's who you are. But I'm with you. It's a great game, though. 21-21. Whoever has 1-1 in the box has to feel real good right now.
I mean, what are the chances of M.O.T. kicking a field goal to make it like?
What are the odds? I don't know. You're familiar with this league. Has anybody ever kicked a field goal of any significance to win a game around here in a while?
Not in my time. Oh yeah, that's right. Wait, I'm trying to remember. It was 2017.
Okay.
The championship game. We won 14-12 on a Vincent Canzaneri field goal. He's now at St. Peter's Boys High School.
All right.
His freshman year.
So something. All right. So that could happen again here tonight. It has happened before, and it could happen again. It
Maybe.
happened in a championship game, so maybe it'll happen in an All-Star game.
And it was Patriots-Giants. It was definitely an incredible game, and those have been happened for the 3 years that it's happened in 2017, 2018, and 2019, and Patriots have won all 3 times.
Doug, that is why you get paid the big bucks for stats like that here in the fourth quarter. We'll talk about fluff. We talk about fill in the air. You're winning an Emmy, buddy. Our 30 for 30 is going to be unbelievable. Little update on the sidelines. Big Cannoli is being stretched out. Looks like he's experiencing some cramps. So that is something to monitor here, as we know he plays on both sides of the ball. So he's needed here, and no matter what the situation. You look like you just locked in right now, Marcello.
Yeah, I'm definitely locked in.
All right.
The ball is set up on the M.O.T. 24-yard line.
5:42 remaining. 21-21 is our score. Seemed like Staten Island boys were seemingly in cruise control for most of the game, and then M.O.T. shot out of a cannon here in the second half.
And they run a wishbone, and Cashman's right there, and he missed a tackle.
Oh, wow. What a tackle over the top.
Oh! Not one, but 2 people came in on the tackle to wrap up there. That's Sal Vitale from the Warpath and Anthony Vento from the Navy, making a big hit there.
And look, we try not to be biased, right? We try not to talk about them, but it's hard not to when your number is always around the ball and you're making great plays like that. Sal Vitale, unbelievable stop in the hole this time with an exclamation point. On a second and long,
And
running back takes it up the gap.
and they take it to the 12-yard line.
My man, they are moving the chains now. Under 5 minutes to play. Drama.
Yeah, this SIBFL All-Star team needs to play defense.
They look a little bit gassed out there right now. We're seeing some hands on the hips out there on the line. Typically, that means that the boys are tired. Would you say they're tired? They played a full season in the fourth quarter of the All-Star game? Or do you think that tired isn't a factor when you're 13 and it's Saturday night? What's your opinion here?
What does tired mean specifically?
Tired is an enigma? Tired is
Yeah.
a construct? It's not real?
Yeah, I don't think they look tired. I just think they don't look in shape. They don't look like they don't look like they're actually playing defense.
All right. So this is like a backwards compliment. They don't look tired. They just don't look in shape. Definitely work on that before you mature and get yourself into a relationship.
Yeah. But that was an offsides on the offense.
All right.
Now it's just
So that's a big play.
Gets them back to the 17. They need to get to the 2 to get a first down.
So we got a 1st and 15.
And an update on the big cannoli, they are wrapping his feet in tape to hopefully get him back on the field because they're going to need him this game.
All right, quarterback in a wishbone for Delaware M.O.T. Hands it off to the running back going right. He's got room down the sidelines, and he is smacked. Oh, my goodness. I had no idea the train tracks were on that far sideline because a train came through.
And that's Angelo Stallone. He was...
P.S. Great last name. Continue.
He was injured last drive, but he came back with more aggression and more fierce.
Ferocious.
Oh
my heavens, as my grandma would say. Thank goodness she's not at this game. In all seriousness, though, that was a pop. That was a real pop. And here we are, under 4 minutes to go in the 4th quarter of an All-Star game. And this is the level of play that we're seeing. Who's going to win here, 21-21?
I honestly don't know. This is a back and forth game. It's to become a defensive game at this point. And
play
it's
action. Quarterback's going to keep it on a roll.
And it's a
beautiful tackle
by number 34, Patrick Cashin.
My man came up with a little bit of swagger. You seen him? He felt confident in himself.
And that
As
is
well he should.
Another flag on the play.
Now, if my other color commentator, Ray Palmer, was here, he'd be losing his mind, saying, why are the referees throwing so many flags this late in the game?
That is 3 penalties in a row, and that is...
Marcello, I don't mind referees calling penalties, but I do mind referees calling non-stop penalties towards the end of a game. Because in my opinion, when we get down to that 4-minute mark, you let the boys decide it. Keep your flags in your pocket. AKA, start the car, let's get out of here. You know what I'm saying?
The boys.
Doesn't look like Cannoli's going to be returning to the game. Our stats department up here tonight is absolutely on fire. Can't stress this enough. They all came because of you, Marcello. Shout out to everybody here attending here. Thousands in attendance at Staten Island Boys. Located in Travis and Staten Island. If you want to get your children involved in youth sports out here, there's really no better organization to get them started with. Located in the center of Staten Island, run by family individuals. Can't say enough great things about this place. Under the lights on a Saturday night, broadcasting live with Gotham Trinity Productions. And we're doing it all for you. Marcello Vitale color commentating. Shotgun set. No, a quarterback is going to go under center with a wishbone. A 3-headed monster behind him in the backfield. The give is to the third back, running to the right.
And it's a big stop there. Tackle set up by number 77, John Kornadakis, with an assist to 4 people to bring him down. It is now 3rd and 28.
You're like Rain Man. I want you to know that. Did you ever see Rain Man?
I have not.
All right. We got homework, and none of it is work-related.
I thought I was getting fired after this, but...
You are.
I'll still do the homework. I'll still do the homework, because why not?
No matter what, you're fired, right? I am, too. It's okay.
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
Set the bar really low around here, kid. It's a 3rd and forever for Delaware M.O.T. and a wishbone. The give is to the fullback. It's a play action. Wide open over the top. Inside the 5, touchdown. Had me fooled. Everybody, your mama fooled. And they came out here and took the lead late in the 4th quarter. An absolute stunner.
Oh, my goodness. It's not looking too good for the SIBFL.
Oh, my.
No.
if I may quote Shaggy, Lord have mercy, 27-21 is where we're at. 1 point away from it being a full 7-point lead. And for the first time this game,
Delaware has a lead.
they sure do, pal. They come out looking to go for one. 4 wide receivers set to give us to the halfback going A-gap, and he will be denied. Massive.
That is a
So
big...
a touchdown will tie it. An extra point could win it. 27-21 is our score. 1:40 remaining. Do you feel me? You feel the pressure in here? It's palpable.
I feel the pressure on the SIBFL team. There's a minute 40 left. This is their final game here at Staten Island Boys.
Yes.
I mean,
how do they perform under pressure? I want to know who the David Bowie of this team is. You understand what I'm saying?
Like
nothing. Great stuff. I could see it in your eyes. 1:40, 27-21, 6-point lead for Delaware M.O.T. If you're Staten Island Boys Football League, you haven't had your back against the wall all game. Now you're down 6 points. A touchdown ties it. An extra point will win it for you. This is a ground and pound team. They're not a quick strike team. So with 1:40 remaining, is that enough time to get them down the field? You're familiar with their offense and their play calling. You think that's enough time?
I mean, we don't know. Patrick Mahomes did it in 13 seconds in a playoff game.
Well, here's what I could say. Pat Mahomes isn't here, and Big Cannoli is not coming out on the sideline, off the sideline either. So it's a squib kick down the middle of the field.
And Neville picks it up. Neville's turning the field. He turns it back. Oh, and a pop there. He brings it to the 37-yard line with a minute and 32 remaining on the clock.
Tried to change directions a couple of times, but he came up empty after, once again, spectacular special teams from Delaware M.O.T. You said it, mister. 1:32 remaining in the game, and it is high intensity right now. You know, just super palpable. Got the tension with a knife. The people here in attendance, well, they got their money's worth. I think tickets were free.
Not only is there a minute and 32 seconds left in the game, but also a minute and 32 left until I'm fired.
Yes, exactly.
But, it's been great.
It's been great.
It has.
I like how you're giving your shout-outs.
And a flag has been thrown.
Well, I'm sure we'll have a Staten Island Boys All-Star, game next year.
Well, definitely.
This game far from over, Marcello, but we really haven't seen Staten Island Boys move the ball downfield quickly with a quick strike all game. Not saying that it can't happen. It most certainly can. And if it does happen, and if it can happen, who is a player out there to watch for right now for Staten Island Boys that could come up with that big strike?
Definitely number 4, the wideout receiver, Peter Reneo. He's gonna do something big in this game. And they're throwing it to number 13, Eddie Dagno, to make a play, and they need to stop the clock. And they take off, in an update on the sidelines, they take off another person's pads. That's Joe Falcone, and a big key lineman for this team.
So it is a 2nd and 2. Quarterback
And that's
throws
Peter
to the
Reneo.
left sideline, completes it.
That's Reneo.
You called his number, and he answered the bell. A first down for Staten Island Boys, moving the chains. More importantly, stopping the clock here with 1:03 remaining, down by a touchdown.
On the 41-yard line, they're bringing out Cedeno to put in Neville. 41 seconds, a minute and 3. Can they get the job done?
Well, they find themselves in enemy territory. A timeout taken on the field by the official as they situate the chains on the far sidelines. The roving crowd has made their way in front of the press box here, and we're hearing the cheers get a bit louder.
This has been turning into a roller coaster in these final 2 minutes of the first quarter, or in the fourth quarter. I meant,
Yeah, you don't even know what's happening. I understand. You've been giving it your all, and so have these kids on a 1st and 10.
and Zay
Quarterback
throws
throws to his
Renee
left.
again to get
And
out
it's
of bounds.
caught. That is a 5-yard gain on the play. The clock will stop. It's second down coming up, just under 1 minute here in the fourth quarter.
Just about 56 seconds left on the 37-yard line as this crowd is chanting, "Let's go offense." Let's see what they can do here. What's wrong?
As we're just under the 1 minute mark, a big shout out to tonight's sponsors, All Seasons Roofing and Fastech Industries. 56.7 seconds, a man in motion, low snap, quarterback throws to his right.
Dagno with a one-handed catch. Dagno goes down. They're going to need to set the time. I think that's a timeout taken by SIBFL with 49 seconds left on the 29-yard line.
First down.
What a roller coaster it has been.
I can't even believe it. Are you having the time of your life? I'm having the time of my life.
Absolutely.
This is like the greatest day ever. How do we celebrate this? You think you can
With
get your
the
dad's
win.
wallet for me? We're going to go out.
I got money.
All right. Oh, my goodness. If you put your kids in Staten Island Boys Football League, they really start them out young here. They're better off than we all are. 49 and a half seconds remaining. We've got ourselves an absolute thriller. We couldn't ask for more drama. You can't get better drama at the theater. Staten Island Boys, shotgun set. 1st and 10, 4 wide receivers, 2 left, 2 right. 1 running back off the left hip of the quarterback. Quarterback throws right, completes it, fumbles the ball, and it'll be incomplete, citing that the receiver never fully had possession. This will bring up a 2nd and 10, and about 7.5 seconds came off the clock on that one play alone.
Now there's 42 seconds remaining on the 29-yard line. Let's see what they can do here.
Passing has been working for them. Short passes, 7 seconds of play is really going to cut you down close when you're talking about 42 seconds left at the 30. Are you freezing to death on the air right now?
I might be.
All right.
It's not only that, it's cold, it's an offsides. It's an offsides. It brings them to the 24-yard line on a 2nd down and 9, which brings them to a 2nd and 4.
Massive penalty against Delaware M.O.T. Massive mental mistake here. Who can blame them, though? We talk about being tired here. Now mental errors being such a huge factor. 43 seconds remaining here. Fourth quarter of the Allstar game. Staten Island Boys, quarterback under pressure. In trouble, and he's sacked.
Run the hurry up.
They'll have to call a timeout on the field, and they do.
I think they have
That's
one.
a loss of 5 on the play.
And that brings the... And it brings them back to the 30 with 35 seconds remaining on the clock. What a last minute it has been for this All-Star team. Or 37 seconds. Sorry. Oh, it's so cold.
Where's your jacket, bro?
I don't need one.
You
I
sure?
don't need one.
You want mine?
No.
You sure?
No, please. Don't.
All right.
No.
7 seconds left. He's made it this far. I mean, his mom's in the booth 100 feet away. I was just going to... Sorry, Mom.
She's probably hearing this as well.
Nice and warm. I'm warming him up right now. He's good. 37 seconds remaining. 27-21, a man in motion.
I'm having goosebumps.
3 wide receivers to the left. Quarterback in trouble. Has to get out of there. He can, and he's brought down. Sacked by Delaware. It's a final timeout taken here by Staten Island Boys.
It is now a 4th and wait a minute, let me do my math. 4th and 17
Solid.
on the 37-yard line with 27 seconds remaining.
You see, I quit about a quarter ago, so I wouldn't have ever done the mathematics. You've been doing a smash-up job.
Thank you.
I appreciate you, man. Honest to God, this is your first commentary session ever.
Probably my first and last.
No, you really have a career here. You really do. There are many people out there in this field that haven't had nearly as successful as a broadcast if you've had in your debut. So I want to give a big shout out to you and to your parents who have clearly raised you right. You're doing an absolutely tremendous job, and we're excited to see what you do. We absolutely would love to have you back again.
Oh, thank you.
Massive play coming here for Staten Island boys. 27.2 seconds remaining. 4th down. This is for the game. 4th and 20.
17.
Good enough. Out of a
That's a
shotgun,
snap, and
quarterback
he goes
throws deep. Intercepted! Delaware M.O.T. with an exclamation point. Taking this one down the far right sidelines to the house. Touchdown!
Oh, my goodness.
Yes, you said it, mister. I'll tell you, they were clearly the underdog at halftime, shot out of a cannon. This team was losing 21-7 at the half. With 7 seconds remaining, it is 33-21. Wow is an understatement.
What a play.
26 straight points, says the stat department. Unbelievable.
I'm in so disbelief right now.
Shocked.
Shocked.
The pretzel couldn't keep you quiet. The running to the
No.
snack stand couldn't keep you quiet. But this unbelievable performance from Delaware M.O.T. has shocked Marcello Vitale here in the broadcast booth.
And that is the ball game. Final score, SIBFL 21-33, M.O.T.
Wow! Unbelievable. Great job broadcasting your first game, brother.
Thank you.
You did an unbelievable job. Marcello Vitale did the color commentary tonight. Me, Danny Shanad, did play-by-play, not nearly as well as my confidant tonight. Obviously, Mike Ross from Gotham Trinity Productions, Mike on the board. A tremendous job from everybody in attendance. Want to give a big shout-out to Sal Vitale from Staten Island Boys Football having us out here. ASR Roofing, Vestec Industries. We wouldn't be able to do any of this without their support here in the community. Until next time, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you so much again. I'm hoping I can do this again.
You're
thank
fine.
you.
Good job.
Thank you.
Good night, everybody.